I'm going to call our Jedi committee meeting together. It's 6:01 and we're it. Our select board rep may call in, I don't know. But we always start our meeting with a reminder of what we're supposed to be about with our vision statement. We dedicate ourselves to uplifting the voices of those most impacted by inequities, seeking justice for those adversely affected by systemic racism, bias, and oppression, and constructing intentional policy towards social equity in town government and its institutions. We strive to foster a welcoming, diverse community where all people can thrive. So I'm Karen Lipinczyk, the chair of Jedi. My pronouns are she, her.
I'm Camille Hennessy. My pronouns are she, they.
I am Amy Vickers. I'm the secretary. My pronouns are she, her.
So we won't go over the rules for participation, although I am reminded often that when you're listening to the meeting and we get excited and start to talk over each other, that's problematic, but the energy feels really good when we're all engaged. So I apologize to any of you who may be watching this later. Thank you for pointing out the, did you change the date? Did you say that in your email to me about Veggie Van Gogh or
Oh,
something?
that was me.
No, sorry.
Okay. It is the 11th, yes?
No.
Oh,
Because I thought that's what
I think
Mary
it's the
told
third.
me.
No, because I went this last time and they
Perfect.
handed me a thing and said, please be mindful of the change date. So it is November 3rd.
Perfect. Is that gonna always be the first?
Nope,
Nope,
it's
okay,
just for
just this
November
month.
and I don't know if it has anything to do with the holiday or what, but they gave me a flyer to hang up at work that had all the next 4
Okay.
months on it and
Okay.
all of the rest of them were regular.
Regular.
It was just.
Wonder if we should, like if we do a notice in Windsor happenings about Trans Day of Remembrance, maybe like now we could say reminder to town that Veggie Van Gogh, for whatever reasons, is switching to the 3rd. Can you
Do
just
that.
throw that in there?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Oh, but you already put the Trans Day of Remembrance thing in the newsletter, right?
someone did. I didn't send it, but it is in,
It is in there.
it was in Friday last week's.
Can't believe I don't get that.
So
But it didn't go on Facebook yet, so I don't know who has it. It must be Emma, if it's not the 3 of us. It must
Or
be Emma
unless
that has-
Roger just did it because he's Roger.
but how did Roger get it?
Oh,
I don't know.
Someone would have had to send it to him.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I guess that's,
It's a mystery of the universe wanting to be sure that.
You saw it too, right?
yeah, I did, because I was like, oh, Amy must have sent that over already. But yeah, so it is, as of last week, it's in there and I assume it's gonna stay in there.
And it was accurate, the information was.
Yeah, it was the same, it was just a little color,
Yeah,
color
one
version
that
of
you-
this.
yeah, nice.
Because I checked it too, I was like, oh, make sure I sent the right file, like what if I sent the, the
Earlier
draft
one.
or something, but it
Yay.
was this, so.
Are you sure you did?
Yeah.
That's crazy to think how that happened.
Because I was assuming we were gonna talk about
Yeah.
it today
Yeah.
for like, probably not tomorrow, but next week's or something.
Sure.
So I don't know how long it's gonna be in there. I guess we'll have to see if it's still in tomorrow's.
Yeah.
They're usually pretty good about keeping stuff in there
I would assume
until.
so, until it happens.
So do you have like the PDF or whatever, the graph?
Well, let's come back to that in just a
Yeah,
sec.
I have ours.
Also, the Windsor Community Dinner this month is not November 20th. Apparently, I'm not sure why. I thought they would, it's not like that's Thanksgiving. It's our night, but, so it's November 6th. So maybe add that to, from your Jedi, reminder about food this month. That'd be great. I got that from Mary yesterday, and I had already put out the agenda and stuff, so we need to correct that agenda. All right, so we should approve the minutes from September 25th. Why does September feel like months ago? I don't quite get why that is. I
I-
thought you summarized things nicely. I did, looking at the conversation with Bill, I did get an email from Beth the next day saying, I kept trying to get in and nobody let me. And I said,
Oh,
well, we
no.
were watching to see if there was a hand raised or however it signals to us that someone's trying to get in. So I apologized and she was lovely. So.
I would think it would pop up or
Right.
something.
I mean, I think that it does. Yeah.
I would think, or,
It's been so long since someone's joined us.
yeah, and really, if it's like just an open link that anybody can click, I don't even know that they would need permission, right? They should be able to
They
just
should
join.
just show up
So
there.
maybe we have a setting.
I am just curious. I'm gonna see if I can join my.
All right.
Yeah.
And then we had a lot of information to talk about around Trans Day of Remembrance and then the newsletter article and our walk. So I move approval.
Second that.
Any
Yes.
more discussion? Aye. Bill, say aye.
Yes.
Okay, so the minutes are approved. Since there is no public present in the room, there are no public comments. Since our select board liaison is not present, I may reach out to her after. I think they had select board just last night, maybe, so maybe two back-to-backs
Mm,
couldn't work. I'm gonna reach out and just check with her. So, moving to our agenda, the old business is in fact Trans Day of Remembrance. And Tom immediately said, no problem about the $50 stipends, just get him the names. So I know Elizabeth Burrows. Jesse's last name, do we know?
I don't. I can find out.
Oh, see, someone wants to join. Hi, Amy, come on in.
All right.
so we do have to admit them, but
Something
but
pops
we gotta pop up.
I don't know what happened, but she was lovely,
Maybe it
Also-
was not the right link
right?
because we were just getting that.
Oh, maybe it was part of getting
Straightened out.
Maybe,
So do we need Jesse's last name for a check?
yes. for-
Okay, but I'll be clear about, like, we're not gonna put that on anything. because
Oh,
she's a
no,
minor.
just to write, just the $50 for her,
Okay.
them, however. Okay, so Elizabeth Burrows, Jesse, Grace Alden, and then do we know?
I gave her all the information. She has lots of questions and she hasn't gotten back to me, so I need to email her and ask to confirm.
Okay, and then if you'll, when you have that confirmed, if you can get Jesse's name, and then I will just pass that to Tom and they'll cut the check.
Okay.
I also talked to Gary, my husband, and the band, and they will take care of the sound system so that we don't have to talk to I'll just bring his microphone and speaker down. The electricity apparently is on all the time. Who knew? But probably a good idea to check earlier in the day to be sure in the gazebo thing there. It's the stage. It's like accessible.
So is there a light switch there or do the lights come on every night?
No, they don't come on every night. So I'll check that out to be
Okay.
sure, but she did say we don't have to worry. And then she told me that weird thing about first come, first serve, which seemed odd when I talked to Riley. I said, we'd like to reserve it. And she says, that's really a first come, first serve. And I didn't pursue that, but I can't imagine like what if another group I mean, it seemed weird.
Like on the nights that they have music and stuff like that, it
Those-
could be taken over by somebody else if they
Having a
get there
party.
first.
I don't know. I didn't understand that, but
Okay.
it's officially registered with her that we're doing this. So
It's
It's
November.
probably unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
of
would think
course,
that
especially
very
in
same,
November.
and it's isn't it a Thursday?
yeah, 6 o'clock at night in the
I
dark in
think
November.
we-
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be competition. I'll be surprised if there was.
All right. So
So the graphics in the newsletter. So do we want flyers? I can just get a couple of like staples in color. I mean, obviously, because I have a printer at home, but it's black and white. and That's boring. So I could go to Staples and get a
I mean,
handful. I don't know where we put them usually.
I think we put them in that little kiosk by the Veterans Park. And then the library and the post office and here, and maybe in the rec center. I haven't tried that, but it might be in the rec center and up at the school.
Laundromat.
So maybe 10 or 12.
Sure.
And then I wondered, because overdose awareness had that really nice sign that they posted in the square. I wonder if we should get, I mean, I would pay for it, get a sign that says Trans Day of Awareness, and maybe we would just affix to it. Or no, we could put November 20th because it's always November 20th, right? And I just, it was so nice to see that big fabric-y kind of,
That might be nice just in case people are like walking by and they're
Right.
like, what's going on? But they don't want to ask. And then they can be
Right.
like, oh, this is a thing.
yeah, and we can use it every year.
Yeah.
So do they make those kind of statements? I don't even know because I've never had one made.
No. Would Mary maybe know
She
about
might.
the overdose one?
That's great.
Because like,
Yeah, I'll reach out to Mary.
I know there are like sign shops that exist, but I don't know. Staples it might be something that they outsource, like
Mhm.
where you order it online and they have to make it somewhere and then ship it to the store or you. So
I will reach out to Mary right away.
yeah, the timing on that.
And
Otherwise, if there was like a sign shop somewhere around here that you could just go to, if you give them the graphic, they can print it probably the same day or within another day. And then they probably like print it on a big sticker and affix it to that like sort
got
of
it, that fine.
plastic vinyl stuff, or maybe they print right on the vinyl.
We don't have a sign shop in town, do we?
No,
Claremont does.
there's a
but-
print, I was gonna say, there's a print place somewhere in Claremont on
Yeah,
the way
right
to
on the main
Walmart.
end. Yeah, we, the church uses them for the signs that we get made.
Yeah, so they might be an option
All right.
too if.
Let me talk to Mary. So if you would take care of getting some posters and
Yeah.
and I think that the sign you sent us into our email was in color, right?
Yes, it's
So,
just,
yeah.
my printer doesn't print color. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I would get like a dozen copies of this in
Perfect.
color and we can. put them up.
And then I'll use the.
Yeah, you can use the same, or if you want, like, if-
Top of it.
yeah, if you know what you want or what size, like depending on if you talk to Mary and she knows or something, I can modify.
Oh, perfect. Good.
This
I'll reach back
to
to
be
you.
more generic, so that it
Just
doesn't have
generic.
the 6 PM or the common, if we maybe want to just keep it like Trans Day of Remembrance.
Yep,
The
November
20th,
20th.
and if we want this little blurb about what it is, that
Perfect.
could be a more permanent
Perfect.
sign that we use over and over or something.
I'll do that
You did send it to us via email?
a
Yeah,
while ago.
Okay.
a little,
I'll put it on
before
Facebook.
I sent it, because we talked about it at last month's meeting, and I made a couple of changes. I recentered some stuff, and then I sent it probably like a day or two later. So it had to be Emma that sent it to the newsletter.
Maybe. Must be since she's not here.
Because I didn't send it to anyone else, so. But yeah, I can send it again too.
I'll put it on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything on Indigenous Peoples' Day in the newsletter, speaking of Emma? Because she said she would write that. And since I haven't been getting it for whatever
can't-
reason.
I don't remember.
Okay, so when I reach out to her, I'll ask. Because we could still put that in next week. And then Emma will do the handout for the night of the event with the QR code. And when I asked Moira, she said we didn't have any handout other than, I think, the access to the QR code. Oh, that's what it was. We did have a sheet that said, if you're so moved, here are organizations to which you can donate in support of our trans brothers and sisters, and the QR code was on that. So I think that was the only handout we had for the folks.
Which, when is? When is our meeting? Is that supposed to be that same day?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're just doing that. It's in lieu of a meeting.
well, we probably need to reschedule our meeting. So we probably,
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump.
that's a square. No, yeah, we have to reschedule because Thanksgiving is the next Thursday and that would be the day of our
Oh.
meeting. So that's what we need to work around.
Okay, gotcha.
So we'll get to that. I probably should put that on the agenda. What else about that night? I mean, this is our last meeting before it, so I do need to reach out to Emma to be sure she's on top of these pieces and parts.
Who was putting together the list of the names?
Who did volunteer to do that?
I thought that was part of Emma's flyer.
Yeah,
Oh, I think you're right.
so when I reach out to Emma, we ask about the article on Indigenous people and trans outline. Okay.
And then I guess we just need to sort of hammer out order of
Right.
speakers and what we're gonna say and who's gonna say it.
I think Emma wanted to kind of MC the show, right?
Yeah, I recall they said that, and then whatever order, I guess the speakers want to go in. If that.
No programs or anything. I did print out a few resource pages and places to donate. That's what I wrote. So, and I will bring the candles from one of the churches, so we have those. Do you have a sense in terms of order of speakers?
No, I kind of feel like if we can lock down Dr. Lynn Liberty, maybe should go last, because I have a feeling whatever she says is gonna be extremely
Oh,
moving and powerful. I really hope she says yes.
So
But
then-
other than that, I don't know that it matters.
So I know people really appreciated Grace,
Mhm.
so maybe ask her to get us started and then put Elizabeth and Jesse as kind of really local folks who.
That would be
a lot of
nice, because
people
then
know.
Elizabeth can introduce Jesse.
Mhm. And then have the doctor at the end. If by some chance she declines, which is possible, do we go with just the three then?
Yeah, I suppose. It's kind of late in the game
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
We could always ask Josh again. Jamie works with him. Don't know if he'd be willing to do it on a short.
How old is Jesse? 20-ish,
Oh, no, I think she's still in high school.
still in high school?
I think,
Oh,
so. I think
wow.
she's a year older than my oldest. I
Okay.
think she's maybe like a junior,
Okay,
I think.
so that is, yeah, that's great. That's great. I guess I didn't realize. What do you think? And Josh is a teacher at the school and that's how
In
he's,
Heartland, yeah.
In
He was in Windsor, now he's in
Okay.
Heartland.
because he doesn't live in Windsor, right? But he taught here and that's.
That I don't know.
Okay.
How about I will email Dr. Lynn Liberty tonight, and if we
Okay.
do not hear from her, then I will shoot Josh a message.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. And then you and I will circle back and forth to get that information and get the names then for,
do we want to, how much time do we need for setup? Are we thinking like we get there at like 5:30?
yeah, I don't think any more than that. I mean, Gary's gonna go right from work to set up the mic and be sure the power and all of that. And what do we have to do really? I mean, we're just standing in a circle or standing close and then
Yeah.
making a circle.
Do we want like one person to email all the speakers to just be like, again, thank you so much.
Okay.
This is the order that you're gonna go in. This
Yes,
is what
because
it's gonna
Grace
look
did
like.
ask about that and I said, as soon as we had that ironed out, we'd get to her. So,
So I will confirm one or the other of those.
okay. And I'm glad as chair to reach out to the four of them. I just don't have, I think I have Grace's but I don't have the other three emails.
I will ask Elizabeth for her email because.
Oh, I do have Elizabeth.
You do?
I do
Okay.
have Elizabeth from school board stuff.
So when we get all that stuff, you will email. But
What
I will
else?
get you that stuff.
Any other concerns, questions?
I don't think so. Once we confirm with Emma, that the little handouts are good. Put a few flyers up, see about a sign. And it's just,
Emma wanted to do the opening statements, but is she also reading the names?
She was gonna gather them, so I think that she did want to. That's the way I heard that. So when I reach out to her, I'll confirm. Okay.
mine up from last month say Amy can read the names.
Oh. Great.
But if you
Yeah.
don't remember saying that, I'm not gonna
Would you
hold you
like,
to
I
it.
don't doubt that I said it. If I remember it, absolutely not, but I'm happy to.
Oh, that's great, Amy. I love it.
And then so maybe we'll just confirm with Emma if she wants to read opening statements,
Yeah.
then she can also sort of jump in and introduce
Perfect.
speakers.
Perfect.
Um,
That's great.
okay.
And I know when I went to, I think I got it off the GLAD website last year, maybe, or maybe one of the trans websites. There's a lot of names nationally. I mean, there's a lot of
Long
names.
time last year.
And
Sadly.
so I don't know, when I reach out to Emma, I can't believe she'll have done that yet. And why would she? We've still got a month to go. And some of those names are tricky, but they won't be here, hear us mangle them, because I know I mangled some names first.
And we decided no on like any music or she's gonna be kind of a moment of silence. like
Yeah.
Candles. Holding space for a minute.
Yeah,
I think, if I remember correctly, I think that because there were way more people than I anticipated last year, I was surprised at how many people were there. I think that we read the names right as we sent the flame around.
I don't remember that that's how it happened, but I think that we should.
Okay. And that way, the names are kind of floating over while the light goes around, and then moment of silence. And frankly, I would love to invite people to hold the light up at the end, kind of as a symbol of the old Black Power salute, the need for empowerment in this day and age.
Okay.
Okay.
My child wrote a little something for school and I offered it up if we wanted to read it at the thing. And I said, it was sort of more of a general state of the world politics sort of thing right now. And I said, I don't know that that's like super relevant. And he said, no, I would want to change that to be specific.
is your
to
child?
15.
I would love it if you would do that,
Okay.
especially if you
He-
altered a little.
He won't, yeah, he won't read it, but I will.
Okay.
We'll read it.
That would be great. That might be a wonderful intro to the names and the candlelight going around, right?
Or closing.
Or closing. Oh, you decide. That's great.
I'll wait and see what he comes up with.
Oh,
but
that's so
he's
wonderful that he
an amazing writer,
offered.
So.
I love
see what he
that so
can do.
much. I think I might cry right now. Anything else about Trans Day of Awareness?
I don't think so. I feel like we're in a pretty good
Me
place.
too. It's nice that we've got one under our belt and
I
can
mean, we
just
have-
adapt it as we go forward.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What else be on top of it?
Yeah, no kidding. So I loved our little walk and conversation with one another. I love that those two women just showed up out of nowhere. And we,
yeah, that's really nice.
it was really nice. And so I know we talked briefly about it'll be darker earlier and colder and weather and should we or shouldn't we? And so I don't have an answer to that. But I loved it.
I definitely think we should bring it to be a monthly thing once the weather gets nice again. As for like the dark and cold and snowy season, I don't know.
That's fair. So if that's kind of what we're feeling, when you post in the Vermont happenings about the two food programs, can you also then write something like, and please note, we had a great first walk through the neighborhoods and decided this is something we want to do, but since we're heading into the dark season, watch for your invitation to walk with us in the spring. Okay, something like that. I love when people are rational, because I'd be like, yeah, let's just go do it. And that's probably not smart.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like myself as a walker and I'm like, yeah, I like taking a walk. But once it starts to get like, it's really cold and rainy or it's
Yeah.
snowing and it's dark out
Yep.
and then we have to worry about
Yourself.
flashlights and
Yep.
making sure, I don't know.
Yep.
Staying on the sidewalks and
Yep.
And I think doing it on the weekend during the day is totally plausible, but it seems like weekends are so.
I think the turnout, yeah, I think it would be tough. And so I think it makes sense to sort of rejuvenate it in the spring.
When do we turn the clocks the other way? Is that
Early
usually-
November.
And then how about when we turn them back? Is that March? I can't remember anymore.
Daylight savings is
Either.
November
I
2nd.
Don't like daylight savings.
I know, that needs to not be anymore.
But yeah, I feel like, if it's not snowing in March anymore, it could be a good
All right.
time to bring it back. Oh,
March 8th,
yeah.
when we change the clocks again? Yeah, that'd be perfect to maybe start it up.
Like-
Unless winter comes in February and goes to
Yeah.
April.
Question March, got it.
All right. It was really lovely. So. All right, I did not put on here this notion about our meeting in November with Thanksgiving. So what's possible for you guys? Like to try to do it.
Are we looking to stay on a Thursday or does
I
it
think it
matter?
doesn't matter when we have to redo. So does any other day that fourth week work or?
The week of the 20th, I'll be in Texas for work the first half, so I'll be back the 20th. And then I could do the 21st.
So you're just coming back the
But-
day of the?
Yeah, they were like, can you come to Texas for a few days? And I was like,
I gotta be
yeah.
done.
And I was like, but I do have a community event on the 20th that I will be attending. And
great.
so she was like, oh, not a problem. We could just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
great.
So, so I can't do the first half of the week, but I could do that Friday. I could do sometime the week before that as well. The week of the 10th.
24th or 25th, the week after. Does that work at all?
I could do either of those.
Yeah, the 24th or the 25th I could also do.
Let's do 25th. And I'll let Riley know. Jedi 11/25 change just for November. For Thanksgiving.
It'll be nice to have like a little recap of.
Yeah, how the
Oh,
night
and-
went.
Yeah.
Yep. And there was one other thing. November events, obviously, Trans Days. What is on this old calendar for December is weird stuff. Universal Human Rights Month, who knew? World AIDS Day, of course, December 1st. International Day of the Abolition of Slavery. International Day of Persons with Disabilities, Human Rights Day, Bill of Rights Day. Oh, what's that? Winter Solstice, Kwanzaa, Wounded Knee Day, and New Year's Eve. What else on this calendar?
Like something for winter solstice might be cool.
Right?
I don't know that could be,
Yes.
could that be
I'll write-
considered Jedi?
I will write it and it will be Jedi.
Okay.
Yes. So Karen, right, newsletter. Solstice. Jedi focus. Perfect. What else? Anybody got anything else on the mind? We hear anything at all from the school about a youth rep?
No.
I know that happens. That's a tough pull to make out there. I always am sad about that, which was why Griffin was so much fun. Any sense of trying to find like one more person? Be on here. Just like put it out. If you're watching, we're just inviting someone who might be interested to come and join us officially.
I actually kind of wondered about that one woman who joined us for the walk.
Mm.
Who moved here from New York.
Mhm. Mm.
Just say people's names out loud
Mary-
like 4
I
times
think
before.
Mary was
Mary was the older woman.
And
Was it Gretchen?
yes, because it was,
I was just really impressed when you said something about patriarchy and she from across the parking lot was like, that was patriarchy. I was like,
didn't
you're our
either.
people.
and then she was gonna maybe, email us and didn't, and I knew I should get her email.
That's too bad.
I almost think I saw her
You
outside.
still could. You never know.
Yeah, let's call for that too. I think I saw her outside Union Square the other day when I drove my car by, so then I wasn't sure and I almost circled back, but I'll just put her in my energy field there. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Manifest that for us.
Say what?
Manifest that for us.
Manifest that for us, Jedi universe energy. All right, so we always say when our next meeting is, and so our next meeting is November, what did we just say, 25th?
Mhm.
And there's nothing else on anybody's agenda after we spent a good long time last month, which I thought was useful conversation. I was really happy to have Bill here and have that conversation. Then we can adjourn.
Yeah.
Okay, great.